All right, this is bomb 4, question 4 from GRE quant questions that we're doing here in our series. All right, so this is another one of those quantitative comparison questions from the GRE. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what it says. It says there are 300 people waiting to get a bomb burger. Max is the 20th person in the line. Jax is the 223rd person in the line. Quantity A is the number of people between Max and Jax, and quantity B is 203. And just a quick fun fact, Jax, Mortal Kombat, my favorite character. No questions asked. Alright, back to the question. Alright, so there's something that I want to show you guys here. For example, let's say we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I ask you how many numbers are there between 5 and 2? Alright, so we look at it and we say, well, there's two numbers between 5 and 2. The numbers are 3 and 4. What if we have the numbers, for example, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and I tell you how many numbers are there between 11 and 6, not including the endpoints, 11 and 6. So we have 7, 8, 9, and 10, so that's 4 numbers. Now what I want to get to using these two examples is that in the first one I could have gotten that answer by doing 5 minus 2. I mean, not that way, hold on. We can actually get 4 and 3. We can do 4 minus 3 plus 1. See, 4 minus 3 is 1 plus 1, and we get 2. And then the other question we get, if we were trying to find the numbers between 11 and 6, not including 11 and 6, we can do 10 minus 7 plus 1. You see, 10 minus 7 is 3 plus 1, and we get 4, which is what we found. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. We're going to use this. In our case, we have that Jax is the 223rd person. We can see Jax as being the number 223, and we can see Max as being the number 20. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this of what I wrote. We're going to do it that way. So the endpoint in our case is 223. That's for Jax. That's where Jax is on the line. And we have Max that is at the 20th spot. 20th? Yeah, 20th. Alright, so we have here Max. And just like we did before, we're going to subtract. We're not going to include 223 and 220. We're going to look at the number just right afterwards, after 20, which is 21. And the number right before 223, which is 222. And like in our previous pattern, we're going to grab 222. And we're going to subtract it by 21. And then we're going to add 1. That is 222 minus 21 is 201. Plus 1 is 202. And that tells us that what? Well, this is actually quantity A. This is quantity A. Let me put it as A, quantity A. And that tells us that quantity B is bigger than quantity A. So in our solutions, we have A, B, C, and D. We choose B. B is larger. And that's our solution. Again, the pattern was like, you know, a lot of times these questions, they'll throw at you large numbers, or it's harder to see the pattern. But if you work with the smaller numbers, it's easier to see the pattern that you require to solve the actual question. Again, just a little quick review. We looked at, a list of numbers, quick 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a quick review. And I'm asking you how many numbers are there between 6 and 2, not including 6 and 2. And well, I see that I have 3 numbers. And maybe I do it again with another list of numbers. And I say, well, between, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I want the numbers between, for example, 8 and 3. And I see that I get 4 right here. And I start noticing the pattern that if I grab, in the first case, 5 minus 3 plus 1, I get what? I get 2 plus 1 is 3, which is actually the numbers that we found. 3, 4, 5 is 3 numbers. And in the second case, we get 7 minus 4 plus 1 That is 3 plus 1, which equals 4, which is the number of numbers between 3 and 8. And that's the pattern. And we use that same idea, the same pattern, to find out how many people are between max and jacks, not including max and jacks. All right, see you guys in the next question, on the next bomb. Take it easy.